Prince Bookie's here. Welcome to BookIt, a wrestling podcast for the fans, by the fans, where we book, rebook, and revisit your favorite wrestling storylines. I'm your commissioner, LilXFudge, and today we are here with your GMs, Damone D Money.
I hate all of you.
The bad guy, Kenny.
BookIt boys don't deserve no booking. I know that's right.
High five, Mike.
Party on, Garth.
I am Travie T.
What the fuck did I do to get a fuck you? What do you say fuck me for?
And Maxwell Joseph Freeman.
What's up, bitches?
Well, tonight is yet another momentous occasion on BookItverse. We are moving on through the round. I meant to say momentous occasion on BookIt as we continue the BookItverse, our flagship franchise. We're in the middle of BookItverse 5. If you haven't watched any of the prior episodes, please go back and listen to them, or at least get some context. Or just enjoy life without it. But this is my second round show. My last show was BBW Ball In. It was a pay-per-view that was continuing on from stuff way back in BookItverse 3. It does kind of catch you up if you go back and listen to it, but I'm going to catch everybody up about that. So if you missed that episode and everything prior, this should bring you up to speed, and then we're going to get you started with the night after on the weekly show, BBW Malice. So tonight, I'm doing a weekly show the night after my last pay-per-view. So without any further ado, here is the recap. Last time at BBW Ball In, Danhausen and Boogeyman invented a time machine trying to find the big show on the Indies, but instead went to the West Indies and encountered Christopher Columbus, throwing him overboard and ripping the space-time continuum. The Model Citizens, now just a tag team, defeated the Bollywood Boys as The Miz sat on commentary in anger at them for blowing a 3-1 lead in a 7-match series. After winning the trio's titles, the Model Citizens were approached by two suitors, Tyler Breeze and Peter Avalon. Feast or Fire took place with The Rock being fired, Ash by Elegance having a shot at the trio's titles, Austin Gunn stealing a next-up title shot from his brother Colton, and Owen Hart finally getting his coveted world title shot. Big E and his former partner, Turncoat Kofi Kingston, had a personal brawl type of match that Kofi was able to steal. Kofi now has his sights set on the next big opportunity. Megan Bayne and Stephanie Vaquer both look to make their mark in the women's division, with Bayne debuting the Archangel gimmick, hoping to smite the fiendish imagery of Stephanie Vaquer. The match ended in a double countout as they couldn't stop fighting on the outside. Io Sky won the women's championship from Britt Baker despite help from Dr. Wagner Jr., as Dr. Stevie has yet to explain his mysterious absence from the private practice. The Iron Sheik retained the next up title in a chaotic fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match and is now over the moon with himself. He circumvented the firing of the Daivaris and 3 different challengers. It appears nobody in BBW can stop him. And lastly, after a brutal one-sided beatdown, Mustafa Ali made an epic comeback to retain the World Championship against Brian Cage. Cage sent Simon Dean packing during the fight, but at the end of the day, Ali just wanted it that much more. Following the match, a cryptic vignette aired on the screen with a man in a goat mask and the word scapegoat. Now, before BBW Malice the next night begins, Danhausen and Boogeyman are once again seen in their janitor's closet office. Danhausen says, "Do you think we caused this?" The Boogeyman shrugs. Danhausen continues, "Not only did we not find the big show, but we brought an invasion to BBW. What are we going to do? There's no way we aren't punished for this. We're gonna get fired. Oh no, how will I afford my lavish lifestyle?" He starts crying. Boogeyman loudly slurps a worm by him, and Danhausen pauses and says, "Eureka! That's just it, Boogeyman. I know just the thing. We have to hide. No more cameras." He shoves the camera away. "No more glamorous office." He tips over the desk. "If we're going to keep our jobs, we cannot let LeVar and Ball know we still work here. We must make haste." Quietly. They both open the door and it loudly creaks. And then he yells, "Run! And put WD-40 on the shopping list," before it fades into the show intro. And I'll just have the recap and that intro together.
It wasn't anything like spectacular, and it wasn't bad or anything either. And it made sense for what you're doing. I'm gonna give you a 3.25.
I can go next. Yeah, wasn't a whole lot, but I popped for the WD being a dad, so I'm gonna give you some extra points there. So I'll give you a 3.
You say for being a dad?
Yeah, it's just a dad thing.
Did any of the other 4 dads, or I guess 3 dads in here, pop for the WD-40? Is that a dad thing? Like, is that why I didn't pop for it?
If only he used WD-40 to open WD-40, would I have popped?
I was hoping you'd say that. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
It's probably because I just used WD-40 on doors, so like I was like, fuck yeah.
It's either doors or chairs. I need a WD-40 this chair tonight, and then I just creaked it and it reminded me.
Yeah.
Joe be playing WD-40 simulator.
Oh, yeah. No, I needed to put some WD-40 on that bike when I was hanging out with you guys at night. That shit was loud.
I'm at a 3. I'm at just solid 3 for what I just heard.
All right. Well, I'm at perfect mid, but that's gonna make me the hater because perfect mid to me is a little bit different than y'all. So I'm going 275 because with the addition of the 0 and the 550, it does average out differently. So I'm gonna go 275.
I'm gonna go with a 3. I like the impressions.
All right. So another short segment before we get on to the action. The Malice theme song, Nothing Left to Prove by Woe Is Me, Nothing Left to Lose by Woe Is Me plays, followed by a burst of fireworks and announcements from commentary. Skip Bayless says, last night at Ball In, the entire company was turned upside down. New contenders were crowned, and now we face an invasion? Ocho Cinco says, BBW is an absolute chaos, and we love it. I received word that we will hear from all our Feast or Fire briefcase holders right here in Columbus, Ohio. We open the show with Owen Hart backstage. Owen is shown in the locker room sitting hunched over, head down. Without looking up, he says, I've spent the last year of my life redeeming the fact that this opportunity was stolen from me by someone I called a friend. That so-called friend is gone 1 month, and look where I am now. My time has finally come. He sits up and he yells, and I will not let another day pass without me competing for the World Championship. He goes down to a whisper. I deserve this. I earned this. I am entitled to this, and it's finally mine. Ali, I heard you got pretty banged up last night. I would hate to be you, because tonight, in the main event, you don't escape again. Fortune is finally in my favor, and I will not let this slip. I will not let this slip. I will not let this slip. Now get that camera out of my face. And that ends that segment there.
I think bro might let it slip. That's just me, though.
Will he capture it, or will he let it slip?
I was just thinking that.
One moment, one opportunity.
It's everything you ever wanted.
This is from B Rabbit's perspective, though.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a 4. It carried you. It's a good promo for what it was. A short promo, but it's a good one, and it's good for carrying on that storyline. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
All right. I'm at a 3.25 for this. It's a little bit better than the last one. So we got to see where this goes.
Yeah, this is better than the last one. I'm gonna give you a 3. I'll give you a 3.25 as well. And have I told y'all I hate when y'all book weeklies? Have I said
Yes.
Yeah,
that?
well, I'm doing
Yes.
weekly.
Yes.
You told me to
You
book
have.
weekly.
I think you should do weeklies, Mike.
Yeah.
You definitely should do weeklies.
It honestly
Rest-
cracked it open for me because I really was trying not to, but that's why my whole rest of it's going to be this.
Yeah, no,
Friday
you
night.
definitely should. You should.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is bad, John.
Yeah,
And it's
I
not-
know that weeklies come
I
with a
would
different
prefer-
set of like
Yeah, I just-
expectations.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to ramp it up with time. So I expected the early stuff to be a little bit lower, and I'm hoping to like work my ways up to more 4s and 5s throughout the show. So I'm trying to pace it well. My thing is this is a bridge show because this is like a situation that needs a lot of context. So this is just all additional context.
It's just hard to rate this like compared
That's
to
exactly
a
what I'm
whole
saying.
build.
Yeah.
Comparing the characters is just one quick little thing. So it's like even if you did like one vignette in the
Yeah.
middle of a bunch of matches, it's like okay, you know, I think I rate a little differently one time, but it's like the whole
Yeah.
time it's kind of hard.
And I'm trying to like also like use context from like previous things as well, like you know talking about the whole Eddie Guerrero feud from 3. You know, just trying to tie stuff together. But like I said, I expected these to be a little lower because they're short. But
yeah, and the thing is, I'm trying to be fair because like
I am too. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm sitting here like, man.
No, I'm not butthurt about like the 3 2.5s on this. That's about what I expected this and planned for that to be.
Okay.
And if people liked my delivery, they liked my delivery. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's what I was kind of banking on was the delivery, and then like I knew it was short. But I'm hope the match is going to be a banger, so that's what I'm banking on.
I like where it's going. I'm giving you 3.75.
I guess I have to be the bad boy here. I didn't really care for it too much, but I didn't hate it either. So Travis did earn you 25 cents though, because I thought 2.5 was the perfect middle, and it's not. 2.75 is, so I'm gonna give you 2.75.
Man, broad to work up to Travis mid is crazy. Because like that, like we've been calling him the asshole for that for years, and then Joe's over here 2.5. But anyways, we're gonna go into the transitional segment. Well, not a transitional segment. This is into like a longer bit now. More meat and potatoes here. So Skip Bayless says, well, there you have it. Tonight's main event. BBW World Champion Mustafa Ali will face Feast or Fired winner Owen Hart. Ocho Cinco says, Ali took a beating that was hard to watch last night, and Owen is pumped up. It does not look good for the champion. You know what does look good? The BBW new trios champions, the Model Citizens. A recap video of last night's events plays before Beautiful Thieves by AFI does. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, the two men holding the trios championships, saunter their way to the ring in fashionable street clothes. Kit says, last night was a bittersweet one for your Model Citizens. We finally defeated the D-list actors from the silver screen to become the new BBW Trios champions. But we did it short-handed. Elton continues, of course, with success comes suitors. We were presented with two of the assumedly many beautiful options to lead the Model Citizens into our fabulous future. Kit goes on, despite what you may think, the Model Citizens are more than pretty faces. These belts prove that we are not only cute, but capable in this ring, and anyone who wants to join us must be ready to hold their own. Before they can continue, the music of Peter Avalon plays as he quickly makes his way to the ring in a purple and black glittering robe. Peter says, I know you guys are generous, but there's no way you'd seriously be considering Tyler Breeze over me. The crowd cheers at the mention of Tyler's name. Peter continues, I mean, come on. I'm in much better shape than Tyler. I'm younger than Tyler. And I'm prettier than Tyler. Everybody knows. The lights go dark. And you hear the, look, everybody, it's Tyler. Tyler Breeze makes an emphatic entrance to the ring, looks at Kit and Elton, and says, Tyler Breeze doesn't need to beg. I made an offer. Take it or leave it. Peter yells, see, he doesn't even want. Tyler makes Peter talk to the hand like this, putting it right over his mouth. He says, you can choose a winner or a loser, a model or a poser, Prince Pretty or an uggo. Peter freaks out screaming, I am not an uggo. You take that back. The crowd starts chanting, he's an uggo. Peter covers his ears. In horror, Elton cuts in. As much as our adoring fans would like to keep watching you argue over us, they would love to see you fight over us. And you're both dressed, very well, might I add, to compete right now. Kit says, Tyler versus Peter for custody of Pretty Deadly. after a commercial break before they blow kisses into the camera close up. So now going into the match, the attires, Tyler Breeze is in candy pink tights with purple accents and leg warmers. Peter is in purple trunks with black and purple bedazzled robe that he just removed.
Candy pink.
Y'all know what shade I'm talking about? This is like neon pink, candy pink's like that light, not like, powder pink, but it's like kind of in
Pastel
between,
pink.
you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
just
it's
not
hilarious
quite-
to hear
It's a
them
little darker
say.
than pastel, but it's not quite neon. It's like medium pink. Anyways,
Is that too
that's a little
dark?
bit more
That's hot
neon.
pink.
It'd be a
That's
little
more
bit
hot
lighter
pink,
than
yeah.
that. This is rose gold. I don't have anything candy pink on me, or else I'll show you. I will try to hold a reference soon. I'll look out for items in my vicinity. But the bell rings upon return from commercial break. Tyler is still laying on the top rope, but Peter runs across the ring and starts wailing on Tyler as he lays there. Peter kicks him in the stomach, knocking him off the top rope and onto the mat. He then screams in his face, "I am not an uggo." The crowd chants, "He's an uggo," in response. Peter channels his anger into butterfly suplexes Tyler into the corner. He follows up with a low corner drop kick before swiveling his hips to loud boos. Peter hangs Tyler in the tree of woe and goes for a baseball slide drop kick, but Tyler sits up just in time for Peter to hit his own nuts on the turnbuckle pole. Tyler gets upright on the top rope and does a double foot stomp to him. He goes for a pin and only gets 2. Peter tries to run out of the ring, but Tyler gets a hold of him and hits an end of heartache backbreaker. Peter keeps attempting to escape the ring, and Tyler locks him in a Texas cloverleaf. Peter is able to scurry to a rope, then flops to the outside. Tyler goes out to the apron, but Peter grabs Tyler by his leg warmer and yanks him forward, sending Tyler to hit his back on the apron. Peter Avalon rolls Tyler into the ring, hanging his head off the apron. Peter runs along the apron and hits a knee drop. He then, moments later, hits a vertical standing suplex on Tyler, flexing his muscle as he does so. He goes for a pin and gets a close 2. Peter climbs to the top rope, flexes for the crowd, and goes for a moonsault, but there's nobody home. Breeze kips up and hits a supermodel kick on Peter as he recoils from the pain. Breeze climbs up top and hits a frog splash. 1, 2. Peter's able to kick out. They both work their way up from a kneel with bouye punches, and as Tyler gets the better, Peter stomps on Tyler's foot, puts Tyler in a headlock, and rakes the eyes, turning away from the ref. Peter uses the advantage to hit a running bulldog. As Tyler gets up to a hunch, Peter hits his finisher, the Marty Knees, which is a knee drop famouser. Peter goes for the pin, and Tyler kicks out at 2.9. Peter and Tyler start exchanging hard chops until Tyler ducks a chop, hops up to the second rope, thinking tornado DDT, but Peter goes underneath and gets Tyler in powerbomb position. Breeze is able to reverse into a Hurricane Rana. Peter attempts an enziguri, but Tyler reverses it into a single leg crab that Peter narrowly escapes by rope break. When Peter gets up from that, he's immediately met with the beauty shot spinning heel kick. Breeze holds up the unconscious Peter Avalon, points at Kit Nelson, and then hits the unprettier for the 1, 2, 3. Now take ratings on that match.
I have 2 comments before we go into ratings. 1, I think that pulling on another man's leg warmer should be a felony. And 2, I didn't appreciate the shock of them exchanging hard top. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. No, I need to think about my numbers first.
Yeah, BBW
Kinda
is
phobic.
it's not a family friendly show.
Never has been, buddy. We be cursing on here.
He said, and he's not talking about Danhausen.
Yeah, he hasn't cursed anybody. He's kind of in a cursed situation right now.
Cursed himself.
And the entire
If someone
space-time
else go.
continuum.
I have like 2 numbers I'm stuck between, so they're good numbers, but I'm stuck between 2 of them.
Hell yeah.
I thought you did really good with the character work. And I really enjoyed the segment before the match. I thought the match was pretty good too. You had a couple comedic spots in there. I thought there was some good reversals in there. So I'm going 350. We'll go there.
That's where
Okay.
I'm at. I'm at 350 as well.
I am also going to be at 350, but it was a 375, but I had to take off a quarter for logic deduction. It doesn't make sense that Tyler Breeze would sign up for this fight when he came out here and said, I'm not fighting over you. I made my offer, take it or leave it. And then they're like, nope, you're going to fight. And he's like, okay, I'll fight. Like, that's just, it is, the beginning of the promo and the end of the promo contradicted each other. And so that I got to take away logic points on that. But other than that, it was good.
I liked it other than what Travis just said. I'm giving you 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the lower number, and the lower number is a 4.75. I really liked it. The logic thing doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna chalk that up to wrestling logic. That we're to do a match.
We be fighting.
I feel like.
I mean, they were dressed to compete. They had to do it.
There's so
if someone notes that you're dressed to compete, you got to wrestle. It's just wrestling law. Like,
she's not wrong.
Nah, I feel like there's so many times in my BookIt verse where I've said like, no, like that's just wrestling logic, and Demon's like, no. Like,
well,
no, I didn't say wrestling logic. I said wrestling law. It's the law of the West. If you got your pistol, you better shoot it. If you're in tights and spandex, you better be ready to grab on some men. Pause.
Right, you didn't say it. Damone just said it, and as I was explaining my response,
that's fair.
And there's an 80% chance if he did this show next week, I would probably be like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to give him a lower score. I'm a wild card.
I like this week Damone better.
I'm a wild card.
Yeah. All right.
Watch out.
We have some gabagool.
Next week is the week he's gonna fuck me over. He's waiting.
He's saving
he does that. That's why Damone can't be your number one lover, else you're fucked, because he's gonna randomly turn heel on you.
Yeah, he's a Triple H fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can't be trusted.
I got some gabagool right after the match, so we'll see if this makes or breaks it.
Hey, what you do with your lady on your free times?
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get me some gabagool after this show.
I want some gabagool for sure. I'm only 21% Sicilian now. I don't think I could say gabagool.
Damn,
I didn't know you were 80% Sicilian before this.
I was more Sicilian. I didn't know until yesterday.
That is a groundbreaking revelation.
And like 5% Italian.
I can't say anything. I'm also with a white.
This man was 99%.
Oh no,
Mayo,
my closest thing to a minority I am is 2% Jewish.
I got
like ethnically Jewish. Like
I got haggis.
Haggis
in my past.
Hey, isn't that a character from Harry Potter?
Is that a food like haggis and mash?
No, that's Hagrid.
It's like haggis is a cow. I think it's like cow stomach or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's say haggis and mash. That's a food.
Haggis.
That sounds like a bad tag team from the 80s.
that sounds like the start of the bubonic plague. That's how they got it.
Oh, haggis and mash looks gross. Like they posted a picture of it. And like the quote tweet on it was like poop with a side of shit. Like,
isn't it English? All English food looks terrible.
All English food looks awful. It's my ancestors apparently. Fuck them.
They got a food called spotted dick.
Yeah, I'm mostly English.
And Kenny won't.
Hold on. They got something called haggis and tatties. Haggis and tatties. Haggis, neeps, and tatties.
Everybody loves some little haggis and tatties.
Neeps and tatties? I'm trying to see some neeps and tatties. You know what
I'm trying to see some tatties after this show.
He's trying to get that haggis. He's like, throw that haggis back at me.
30-minute haggis session.
Hey, Kenny, he said, pull them haggis.
When you see my haggis.
Kenny doesn't like the word haggis. He calls them draws.
Hey, listen, you're right. I prefer draws over haggis.
I'm going to say this. I prefer draws over haggis, and I don't like draws.
You coming in there with haggis, I don't want it. She sounds too old for me.
You know what? I would love to say that, but I'm not picky. I got to say it first.
Travis said haggis is haggis.
hey, you got to eat, man. Everybody got to eat.
Gotta eat some haggis.
Oh.
All right. So next segment, this is post-match. Following the match, Tyler gets a mic and says, I've made arrangements for us tonight. New pictures, new music, new attitude. Model Citizens 2.0. Their new theme song, Dirty Pretty Beautiful by the Main, plays. Photographers start rushing down. Tyler lays upon the apron doing the duck face. Kit kneels beside him to his left, biting his finger. Elton hangs down from the rope on the right side with his tongue out. Photography is flashing until you hear sound the alarms and the sound of sirens. Skip asks on commentary, who the hell is this? Scott Steiner and Tony Nese, the Flex offenders, make their way to the stage. Scott Steiner gets a mic and says, "Is this it? Is this all BBW has in the way of championship gold? We could take this team with a dork from the front row," and points at Joe, "and take these titles in our sleep." Tony takes over and says, "Now I imagine these fans are no different than me when I say that I don't watch wrestling to see drag queens. I watch wrestling to see men, not just any normal men, not your average Joe schmoes. We watch to see muscular, athletic, and chiseled men." Scott Steiner cringes and takes the mic from him as the model citizens are laughing at him. The crowd laughs and Tony catches himself. "Men like us, not like the zesty besties in the ring over there." Scott finishes off. "Though beating you 2-on-3 would be light work, we showed up to put you and every team or trio on notice. And most importantly, to sound the alarms." And as they yell in unison, Shane Mercer knocks them all off the apron from behind. Steiner and Nese jump on them with stomps and punches. Scott and Shane big swing Elton and Kit into the barricades. Tony Nese hits a moonsault off the barricade onto Breeze, all at the same time. The Flex offenders commit their offense on the apron as the crowd boos.
Because we sound the alarm, and the alarm is now.
So
I cried.
I like this. I like this all except I think that the Zesty Besties thing, you could like I think
That's
the
a
joke
slur.
I think the joke would have been better if it was more nuanced and he didn't point it out.
That's fair.
That it was funnier when like everybody laughs, but the Steiners didn't really, Steiner and everybody didn't know what really was happening. And then you could have more nuance. So I can't give you a perfect.
Yeah. My thought was that like Tony Nese was trying to deflect because he accidentally had like a pause moment in like trying to trash on them, and then he was trying to deflect. Oh, I'm not like them.
Yeah, I just think it would have just been better if nothing would have been said about you. Let that joke hang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm giving it. I liked it overall. I'm giving you 4.5.
Okay, I'll take that.
Mike be so vocal on John shows, but on my shows he just be like, "Here's your score." Now
Travis, your builds are 2 hours. Like,
that's the one thing with John's right now. I can remember
He's invested.
what he said.
He
like,
doesn't think it
2
sucks
seconds ago.
like yours.
No. I think what it is Mike sees John as somebody he could build up. He can teach him something. You know what I mean? He can bring him under his wing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're a lost cause. That's why, Travis.
I'm beating you decisively right now.
I'm not here to win. I'm here to have fun.
Got him.
It doesn't feel like you're doing that either, but
Yeah, don't worry. I'm doing neither of those things. Like,
all right. I'll go next. I think some of this was funny and some of this was cringy. I would say, in my opinion. So it's hard to score this. So I'm gonna go with a solid 3 because I did really like some of this, and some of this I really didn't like. So
yeah,
to be
I
even,
knew it was risky.
solid 3.
Here's the thing. I agree with Kenny that some of it was funny and some of it was cringy, but it was cringy on purpose. Like that was the whole point. The registered Flex offenders are purposely cringy. So I'm going to give this a 4. Because overall, I liked it a lot. You got your heel tag. You created a new faction and you set up immediately for them to go head to head with.
Joe, you want to go next? I'm still going back and forth on the number.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious though. I had this written down. Is Flex Offender something you made, or is that a real tag team name?
No, I made that. It was Scott Steiner and Tony Nese as a
That's
tag
wild.
team in BookIt verse 4, and then I added Shane Mercer to it now.
I didn't know what was going to be worse of the answer, but
I love that.
I like the Flex Offenders.
Yeah, no,
People liked it in
it's-
BookIt verse 4, so
It's good.
oh, okay. So this has been around. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deal arms.
Okay.
yeah, they were one of the most overacts last BookIt verse.
Also, I'm pissed that I'm getting ridiculed for calling Darby Allin a twink when I didn't even say that, but you literally came out and said zesty besties.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Here's the thing.
Joe, I want you to remember, I didn't criticize you for calling Darby Allin a twink. So
And that's why I'm not going
I
to
thought it was
criticize
funny.
you. I love this.
both of these are words that are used to describe me on a regular basis, so I can say them. Like,
By himself.
he said,
We don't call you that.
He's in the
No,
mirror
I-
with his fingers
so I'll literally be like walking through the hallways, and some kid will be like, "Your outfit is zesty."
That's
Well,
crazy.
you're in
Oh
school.
yeah, middle schoolers don't have a filter, bro.
No.
Like you don't understand.
Kids suck.
And then I'll just be like,
After he said
"I'll
that,
pull
he's
your
still
mom,"
kid.
and then I'll walk away. Like,
Sweet chin
They got
music
him
real
nervous.
quick.
That's what I'm
Say
saying.
you say you're gonna call their mom is crazy.
not that he's
No,
gonna
I
call
said
their
I
mom,
said
he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
pull
sex
their
with their
mom.
mom.
Oh,
I imply I'm
their
gonna
mom.
fuck their moms as a joke.
You
Like,
say that to them?
I don't say that directly. I say I'll pull your
I was
mom.
about to
if you
say.
do that.
That's still the same thing, John. That's the same
I'm
thing.
gonna fuck your mom, you little kid. Fuck you, call me zesty little bitch.
Hey, these new teachers are different. Because let me tell you something. If a teacher looked at me and said, "I'm gonna fuck your mom," and any variant of that, I'm fighting that teacher. I don't give a fuck. Like I am fighting that teacher. Like there's no way.
Don't
John
call him
can at
zesty.
least-
Yeah,
That is true. That's true. Because I wouldn't have got that far either. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have said that.
yeah. The kids are different too. That's the thing. Like,
Looking zesty, Mr. C.
He's
Like-
wearing that candy pink.
What did Joe give it?
425.
Yeah.
you said a
gonna
point
do
two five.
425. Jesus
Oh, thank
Christ.
God!
Chill
I
out.
was like,
Remember you said you liked it.
4.25, that's not even possible.
I was like, we can't even do that. All right. That being said, I am going to give this my 0. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not.
His body froze up. I
Going
saw
from
it.
a Joe 425 to a Travis 0 would have been very funny though.
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay. All right. So going to the next segment, the cameras go backstage to Jason Jordan saying, and he's the backstage interviewer for context. My guest at this time, BBW World Champion Mustafa Ali. Ali, there's no chance you're 100% after the brutal match with Brian Cage last night. Now you're tasked with defending the title against a hungry Owen Hart. What's your confidence level looking like? Ali smirks and says, I gotta hand it to Owen. He chose the perfect time to cash in. I'm taped up, bruised all over, struggling to walk. This is truly my worst night. My confidence? Unbothered. He wants this badly. He spent months crashing out over it. It drives him insane. Funny thing is, I still want it that much more. He chose to fight me on my worst night. But my worst night is better than his best. I'll show you why I am undoubtedly BBW's leader in that ring tonight. Thanks, Jason. He walks away down the hallway, and standing before him is Brian Cage. The two briefly stare down for a moment before Brian aggressively extends his hand out for a shake, saying, No bullshit, no excuses. You were the better man last night. I threw everything I had at you, and you survived. You proved that you're the guy to lead us through whatever's going on right now. And as long as this invasion's going, I have your back. But once it's over, we will fight again, and you will not survive a second time. And then walks away. Sorry, it was just a really short, like, passing segment there.
Yeah, can you get? I feel like I didn't even. I don't even know.
I
Like,
I wasn't expecting it to end. It just
Yeah,
ended.
so
It just
abrupt.
was abrupt.
So,
It was abrupt.
To recap it, like, he had the backstage interview. He was asked about his confidence. He was basically saying, like, he got the shit beat out of him last
Right.
night, but he still wants it that much more than Owen Hart. My worst night is better than your best night. And then as he walks away from the interview, Brian Cage is like saying, hey, you won last night. You proved that you deserve to lead the locker room. and I'll cover your back during the invasion. But the moment it's over, we're fighting again, and you ain't surviving a second time, essentially.
I'm gonna give it 3.25. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's also not the best. It's kind of there for me.
Same. That's where I'm at. I'm at a 3.25 as well.
Builds be building. I'll give you a 3.5.
It's just, again, this is hard to do when it's just a weekly. So if this was a part of a build and it was leading up to that, like, you know,
yeah, I was trying to I'm trying to stitch in the main event build and like the overarching build like as it goes, so I know individually I'm not expecting 5s on this.
Mike, what did you say? It was a 3.25.
You said 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
I'm at a 2.75. This was just it was. Yeah, like there wasn't anything for me to say. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I have no feedback one way or the other, like, and it's not like this isn't perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be like talking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, no, it's just a setup.
It's just exactly. It's just a stepping stone on the path that we're on. It got us to the next moment. Cool. Next?
It's establishing some stuff.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. This is just kind of like it's their thing, but it'll help the future. But yeah, I mean, I'm just 2.75 as well.
Okay.
Also, John, I appreciate
kind of
you. I appreciate you keeping the integrity of BookItverse whole, as you're not being like, this is the build up to the main event, and we're gonna hold off for the next 8 segments and just grade it all at once.
Mike, would you like a rebuttal?
I didn't hear what he said.
He's thanking me for like not trying to tie these all into the main event build and just like doing them individually.
He said, "Thanks for holding up the integrity of BookItverse and not making this 8 segments together."
And that's why I beat him. But it doesn't matter. I beat him every BookItverse anyways.
I can't believe he said that about you, John.
There's only 2. That's not true. Because BookItverse 1, he definitely beat you. BookItverse 2, you guys were on the same losing team.
No. Even though we were on the same losing team, he lost worse than I did.
You and John weren't on team.
You should have beat me. You should have
No,
lost to me.
Damone, this is between you and him. Mike's not being mean to me for once. Like, you got to eat this one. Like,
you did pick this fight, Damone.
I got babyface Mike tonight, and I ain't spoiling it.
I didn't mention Mike's name at all.
And Mike,
I didn't pick up on it. You guys did.
Damone, close your mouth before you piss Mike off.
I don't care. I will write how I write.
Yeah,
Damone,
just shut up. Don't ruin Mike's good mood.
I will write how I write. I don't give a fuck.
Hit dogs go.
I actually don't think I wrote anything like that on my next one, except for a segment in the main event. But there's
except for these 5 things.
Hold on. Except there's no. It's a whole segment, like a big in-ring segment, and then the main event separate. But they're gonna be graded separately.
This next like match and segment is probably the thing I'm least confident in. I'll just go in saying that, but I think it's at least
don't do that.
And set up.
0.
There we go. All right. So cameras cut back to commentary with Ocho Cinco saying, "What a moment, Skip. Brian Cage backing up Ali to defend BBW and opening the door for Cage Ali 2. Before Skip can respond, the music of The Miz plays. Skip cuts in, we weren't scheduled to hear from The Miz tonight. He quit on the silver screen and opted to join us on commentary while they lost the trio's titles. I can tell you one thing, The Miz does not look happy." Ocho says, "He is dressed to compete, though. Let's see what he has to say before, because we know The Miz is going to talk his talk." The Miz makes his way to the ring and says, "This has simply gotten too easy for me. I go into this ring and I feel nothing. I carried 2 absolute bums to the top of a division. I beat The Rock so bad he reverted to adolescence. I dominated King of the Ring last year, and it took an act of God for the world champion to survive me. I have nothing to prove in this ring. I've done everything there is to do 3 times over. The locker room can't touch me. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to pick someone random. I'm going to go into this crowd. I don't care who it is. And I'm going to bury their face in the mat with a skull-crushing finale and pin them 1, 2, 3. He goes to a fan in the front row and says, "You, yeah, you, get your ass in the ring." The fan gets in the ring, and The Miz asks, "What's your name?" "Kenny, this is directed at you." "What's your name?"
You're muted.
He's muted. He's not good at this. He got stage fright.
Right after Kenny gives his name, The Miz slaps him right after he gives his name. But Kenny claps back and punches Miz in the jaw, knocking him to the mat. The bell rings for the impromptu match to begin. So Kenny runs over to The Miz and elbow drops him while he's down, following it up, raining down punches until Miz retreats to the corner and the ref breaks it up, explaining the rules to Kenny like he's not a fucking mark. While the ref is barking at Kenny, Miz pokes him in the eye from behind the ref's back. He then whips Kenny into the other corner, following up with the dive through the ropes clothesline. Miz goes for the reality check off the ropes as he comes back in the ring, but Kenny dodges. The Miz then kicks Kenny in the back of the leg, doing the repeated it kicks to the chest before hitting a leg swinging DDT. The Miz waits for Kenny to get up, and then locks in and hits the skull crushing finale, squashing him for the 1, 2. Miz pulls the arm up, showing he's not done with the innocent fan. The Miz repeatedly stomps on Kenny and taunts him, trying to get up. Ocho on commentary is yelling, "That's enough. This is just dumb." The Miz puts his hand on his ear like this, saying, "I can't hear you. Speak up," to Ocho. Ocho gets out of his chair, indicating he's ready to fight. While the Miz is facing commentary, Kenny front drop kicks him out of the ring. Miz gets up, and Ocho Cinco is in his face. Miz starts barking at him, saying, "You don't deserve your job. You were a hack on football and a hack on commentary. You probably know less than that mark in the ring." Right as he says that, Kenny hits a baseball slide drop kick under the rope, knocking Miz into Ocho, who shoulder blocks him down as a response. All of this takes place in the 10 seconds it takes for the ref to count, making Kenny, the fan in the crowd, victorious over The Miz by countout. After the match, Miz runs into the ring and to attack Kenny, but Kenny watches enough wrestling to know to get out of there, hopping the barricade back to his seat. When the Miz turns around, he sees Ocho Cinco, who instantly clotheslines him down. Ocho is telling Miz to get up so he can hit him again, but Miz rolls out of the ring. Ocho is fired up and angry. He rips off his shirt, and the crowd chants, "Ocho, Ocho," excited to see him beat up the Miz in the future.
Okay, this is fun. It's a fun segment. You get heel Miz being a dickhead to a fan. The fan wins by count out, so it's not like he really beat the Miz.
Yeah, Kenny
the
said
Miz. He got beat by. He really got beat by Ocho. And you're building. I'm assuming you're building the Ocho versus the Miz, which is crazy. But
If anybody would do it, it's the Miz, though.
True. I'm gonna give this a 3.5. Like the match itself is whatever, but the segment overall I enjoyed.
I thought it was a fun segment. It was good. I like the people in it. Even Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny's the worst part of the build.
3.95. So you know how you hate Brock Lesnar so much that like the mention of him in a story or build or anything like that automatic 0.5.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about
that much.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Kenny. Fuck that guy. And then you made him win.
Kenny and Ryan would talk. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about it for the next 20
if I win a WWE match, you're never gonna hear that.
In the Miz, he living his best life.
I beat a world champion. You can't tell me anything.
The thing is, this in 10 years, the story is that he pinned him within 5 seconds, beat him with his own move.
The story gonna keep changing more and more. I just get more and more victorious with it.
Yeah. He threw him off the Hell in a Cell.
They had to kick me out because I was so dominant.
It ended up being the Miz ran off. It wasn't even me that ran off.
I'm gonna give you a 3.5 on this. Okay. It was fun. Like there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
but it wasn't strong enough to get beyond a 3.5.
Yeah, I know that's not a 5-star match, but it was meant to be fun and build a
Yeah,
story.
it was fun, and yeah, exactly. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I'm cool with it. Going from there.
Yeah, I agree. When it's like a fan segment like that, it's not going to be a 5-star segment. It's going to be, just a bridge to whatever else you got going on later. But I'm also at a 3.5 as well. 3.5 is me. The rest of it, you could take it or leave it. But
I was ready for Kenny to give it a bad score, and I was like, damn, last time I put that guy over.
but yeah, that's where I'm at a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna join the 3.5 train. I thought it was enjoyable, but I don't. Having Kenny win was crazy, but yeah, I get if you had him lost, you probably would have scored you low.
Yeah, no, I was expecting a lot lower than that, so I'm happy with that. So the cameras cut backstage to Jason Jordan once again. He says, "It's been a busy night here in BBW, and the scoops keep coming. I've been asked to open the floor for one of our Feast or Fire winners, Austin Gunn. Austin, last night you won in controversial fashion, stealing the briefcase from your brother here, Colton. My 2 questions I hope for answers on are, how's the family doing, and when do you plan to cash in?" Austin takes over. "The guns are still clicking 100%. We've been taught to always look out for each other, but also take an opportunity when we see one. The only person I'd rather see get a title shot than my brother or my dad is myself. I think I did the guns proud." Colton looks salty as hell as he says this. He pats Billy on the back and walks away. Austin continues, "And I plan to do it again tonight. Just as Owen Hart said, everyone's banged up after last night, and the Iron Sheik is no different. Not to mention, I got my family behind me to take care of the Davaris." He turns around and he sees Colton's gone. He asks, "Dad, where'd Colton go?" And right after this, 5 people in masks come out of nowhere, assaulting Billy, Austin, and then even Jason Jordan. They put Austin's leg up against the wall and slam a production box into it, leaving him writhing in pain as the cameras cut to the Iron Sheik making his entrance. He gets a mic and says, "As a true fighting champion, I heard I was defending my title tonight and immediately made my way to the ring. All I need is for my opponent to show up right now." Him and the Davaris start laughing. Sheik continues, "Well, I don't have all night. I would really enjoy going back to my rich champion lifestyle. Waste no more of my goddamn time. Ring the bell." The bell rings. Sheik is doing warm-up motions facetiously, joking like he actually expects Austin to come out. He's punching the air. He's jumping up and down. The count gets to 9. The lights go dark, and then they go pink. The opening riff to Here I Am by Skid Row plays, and the name Dolph Ziggler plays on the screen, and the crowd roars as Dolph comes out rocking the pink on pink jacket and tights with a little flag on him, shield shades, and a pink bandana. He gets to the ring and pauses before he starts his promo, tilting down the shades before throwing them into the crowd. He says, "I may not be the guy you're scheduled to face tonight, but it kind of feels like the rules are out the window here in BBW lately. So I walked into here for the first time." He pauses for cheers. "And I told LeVar Ball that Dolph Ziggler is stealing the show again tonight. The bell's already rung. So how about old DZ kicks your ass, takes your girl, and takes your title?" The Sheik is incensed, but he tries to run at Ziggler, indicating that the match is underway. So Sheik ends up talking trash in Ziggler's face, messing up his hair and trying to get under his skin. Ziggler turns around laughing, then comes back for an instant headbutt, dropping Sheik to the floor. Ziggler follows up with 10 elbow drops, pointing at a girl in the crowd who shrieks on camera before the final one. Ziggler then toys with Sheik on the mat, twisting around him in circles with multiple holds at his feet and then onto his head, repeatedly knocking Sheik down to the mat. He then rubs his bald head just like Sheik did his hair. Sheik gets upset and tries to go for a hard lariat, but Ziggler ducks. Sheik goes for a big boot. Ziggler goes off the ropes and slides under. And then he pops up and drop kicks the back of Sheik's bald head, knocking him to the outside. This transitions to a commercial break as Ziggler swivels his hips and taunts the crowd. Upon return from commercial break, Sheik is choking Ziggler with his foot back in the ring. Replay shows Ziggler going to the apron, crossbodying the Daivaris, and then being thrown into the barricade by Sheik. Sheik hoists up Ziggler sideways, hitting repeated sideways backbreakers going up and down from a lunge position. He then finishes with a sidewalk slam on the mat in a pin attempt for a 2. Sheik Beal tosses Ziggler into the turnbuckle where he gets caught in the tree of woe. Sheik yells at the ref so the Daivaris can pull Ziggler's head back and choke him while he's hung downward. Sheik then goes for a running knee drop on Ziggler's head hanging down, but Ziggler sits up to the top rope. Sheik hitting his knees on the bottom turnbuckle. Ziggler then elbow drops Sheik down to the floor from the top rope. Ziggler fires up with his flying clothesline, stinger splash, and neckbreaker combo. He goes to the corner ready for a super kick. Sheik gets up, and as Dolph goes for it, Arya Daivari grabs Dolph's ankle. Dolph kicks free, but as he does, Sheik clubs Ziggler with an elbow to the head. Sheik starts like cleaning and wiping his hands, taunting to the camera, saying, "Not today, pretty boy." But from close-up camera shot, you see the shock on Sheik's face as Ziggler jumps on his back and locks him in the sleeper hold. Dolph has Sheik dropping low, about to pass out, but as Sheik taps, the Daivaris jump on the apron, distracting the ref. The ref distracted. Dolph lets up to go handle it. The ref sends the Daivaris to the back. Right as he does this, Dolph super kicks Sheik, exciting the crowd. Sheik falls and bounces off the ropes. Before the crowd can get any payoff, Sheik kicks Ziggler in the balls right in front of the ref to lose by DQ and retain his title. So after the match, the Daivaris and Sheik, the Daivaris run out, and them and Sheik are attacking Ziggler 3-on-1 before the sounds of gunshots and Latin rap music play as Hernandez, the PPW heavyweight champion, runs to the ring and starts clearing house. Sheik and the Daivaris escape to the outside, but Hernandez gets creative, picking up Ziggler and border tossing him at them to the outside. Hernandez makes the motion like this around his waist, showing that he wants Sheik's belt, and he talks trash and hypes up the crowd.
I forget that your heavyweight for PPW, your heavyweight championship is a mid-card championship.
Yeah. It's like the cruiserweights where it's all the big fuckers.
305 Live.
Yeah.
I got a question really quick.
Yes.
When you say that at the very end there, you said that he was talking shit to the crowd. Does that mean he actually like picked up a mic and started talking, or are you saying
No.
he
was just like, he wasn't even like talking shit to the crowd. He was talking shit and hyping up the crowd. You know how they jacking their jaw to the camera and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacking their jaw.
And Hernandez has a way of doing that. Like Hernandez is like a head rattler and all that. I don't know if you've seen him before, but he was that man back in like 2007.
Someone else go, because
all right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be the hater of this one.
Damn, we ain't even had a lover yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I don't know. We don't know what they're gonna say yet, but I feel like I'm gonna be a hater in this one. I didn't really like this, and this was just like, all right. On to the next thing. I'm at a solid. I'm gonna be nice. I'm a solid 1.5.
1.5 is nice.
What else?
You act like I had them shitting hands out here. Like,
I'm at a 1.5.
You act like I had them say Sigma balls poo poo head. Like,
no, you would have got a 0.5 for that. And I was at that one off.
You got a 0.
Yeah, I'm at a 1.5 for this. Like I said, this did nothing for me, and I didn't care. I was just like, all right.
So for me, Ziggler felt forced here. Like, I get what you were doing with them, like, attacking. Also, you said there were hooded men that attacked the guns. Did you just do the Muhammad
He doesn't
Hassan?
know about. Oh, never mind.
The Muhammad Hassan, they attack the.
No. So this, I'll do a spoiler. That has nothing to do with the Daivaris.
Okay. I was making sure.
Yeah, that is not the Daivaris at all.
Okay.
Iron Sheik had nothing to do with it, unironically.
Okay.
That's future setup why Austin Gunn got taken out.
I don't mind that Iron Sheik retained by getting disqualified. It happens, especially on a weekly. It The match was kind of whatever. I'm gonna give this a 2.75. It's the thing. It's probably the weakest thing so far. It is the weakest thing so far.
This is definitely so far the least thing I've liked. I'm gonna give you a 3.
I thought you were going to say it's the worst thing you've heard this book of verse.
I'm trying.
No,
I
I've
was
done
gonna
worse
do
than
that
this.
as a bit.
My last Iron Sheik
Book-averse,
match was
but-
worse. I'm trying to rebuild this division, and it's been struggling.
I think this was. I'm in between Damone and Kenny, honestly. I think that this wasn't great, but it's not awful. You know what I mean? Like, it's just slightly below average, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go 2.25. I think that's a fair grade.
Joe, where you at with it?
I guess I'm going to be the lover here, and that's not really a good thing because I'm only giving it a 3. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it, but
Well, you and Mike are the lovers.
I'm
So.
also
I don't like this. I don't like the term "the lover." I just want to put that out there. I've never liked it. I don't like it now. I don't like it then.
Hey.
I don't like it forever.
Hey, we don't give a shit. Fuck you.
I like that, Travis.
So you want to say we're gonna be the liker?
Well, you got to come up with the alternative.
No,
then.
I don't want you to say anything. Like, there's no in no other context do you be like, "Oh, you're just being a hater," and somebody's like, "Well, I'm being a lover." Like, that's not a thing. Anywhere else,
I like it.
outside of
I like
Bookverse,
it.
anywhere
I'm
else.
doing that.
appreciate it, I
I'm doing that in Gen Pop now.
I don't know.
Is Gen Pop? What is this?
I hate Damone, man. I need new friends. If you want to be my friend, follow me at I am Travis T on all social media.
He's not gonna respond to you. It's a lie.
Yeah, being Travis's friend is hard work, but somebody's got to do it.
I got a lot of friends. Fuck you guys.
I know we all work our asses off. Like, we deserve a salary.
Wait, you guys aren't getting paid?
Yeah, them D-money dollars ain't hit my account. But so immediately after that match, the camera cuts to LeVar Ball's office. LeVar Ball is at his desk getting screamed at by Stephanie Vacquier, Megan Bain, and Britt Baker. It's a noise salad as their yelling is all going over each other. You can hear Britt Baker say through the noise, "I carried this division on my back all year, and Io Sky got lucky for one night. I am owed a rematch so I can get BBW some stability and dignity in these times." Those two didn't even win their match last night. What are they even doing here? Stephanie retorts, "We didn't lose either, like you did. It's clear who was winning our match before we were counted out and pulled apart." Megan responds, "You carry too much pride, heathen. Thank thy father above you survived, and it took multiple hands to give you reprieve from my wrath. I'm not finished vanquishing you, but before I finish, I am deserving of the adorning gold of the BBW World Championship." Britt yells, "Y'all don't deserve shit. This is my division. You two can go fight over second place elsewhere. This is champion business, something you two know nothing about." LeVar Ball cuts in yelling, "Enough! Y'all yelling at each other like you have a say. I make the matches around here. No ifs, ands, or buts. Tonight, Stephanie Vacquier, you will team with Megan Bain." They both scream, "What?" to face Britt Baker and Feaster Fired winner Ash by Elegance in a tornado tag match. The 2-1 winning team will face Io Sky in a triple threat at Mutually Assured Destruction. And that match is next. Get out of my damn office. The camera cuts to Ash by Elegance's private dressing room. She's got personal catering, a nice vanity, and ambiance in the room that other wrestlers could only imagine. It now shows her on screen with her painted light pink with briefcase with bedazzling gold on the number. She says, "Last night, I became the first woman in BBW history to win a Feaster Fire briefcase. The only downside is that it's for the trios titles, and it's well known that there's not even one person on my level, let alone two. So I need to find two lesser beings to hold my jacket while I bring home the gold. So starting tonight, I begin the Elegance Brand interviews, where aspiring talent can seek employment by Elegance Brand Incorporated LLC, if I, the CEO, deem them worthy. She immediately hears a knock on the door. She's like, ooh, my first one. She opens it up, and Danhausen and the Boogeyman tiptoe in like they're not being seen. Ash yells, can I help you? They lean up against the wall like she doesn't see them. Danhausen whispers, if we can't see her, she can't see us. Ash yells, I'm right in front of you, idiots. Do you really think you have what it takes to work for the Elegance brand? Danhausen says, work for the Elegance brand? Well, we might need new jobs soon. We're trying to go under the radar so that LeVar Ball keeps paying us monies, even though I caused the invade. Never mind. Yes, I'd love to work for your brand. Are we making shoes, clothing, neckties? Maybe neckties? Yes, Danhausen neckties. Ash shrieks, shut up! You want to work for me and be champions? You know what? Make sure I win my match tonight with no nonsense. Can you buffoons handle that? Before walking out of the room. And I will pause for the rating.
Yeah, I love when John yells.
It's
like a loud
whisper yell. Yeah,
I want to actually scream in my fucking house.
I do.
I get it. It's just hilarious.
Nah, fuck that. I want to yell.
Travis just talking.
I want y'all to feel it.
Feel it.
I got a question.
Yes.
Did you say the match is right after this?
Yes, but this kind of has like two different like segments, so I felt like doing two segments and the match all together would have been unfair. So I'm doing the two segments and then the match separate because there's stuff after the match too.
Okay.
He was trying to get 2 good scores instead of 1 good score, which is fair. I'm not mad at him.
Oh, no, there's just like stuff. There's a lot before the match and after, and I'm like doing the Danhausen stuff. It's just a lot, you know.
I feel you. Is this so? You've got your main event and that's it?
Well, no, I've got that match and then the main event.
Oh, so how many more segments you got total?
I got that match.
You
said he had 11 segments, right?
I have three more total segments, 2 matches and a promo after this.
Okay, cool. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Did
All
you?
right, somebody else go.
I have another question quick before I give you my rating. Did
Yes.
you make up noise? I feel like some of the shit you say just doesn't make it. Did you make up noise salad?
I say that all the time in class where like everybody's just yelling at each other and you can't hear fucking shit. And like I described noise salad.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I've heard word salad.
Yeah, me too, but that's not. I've never heard noise salad. I was gonna wonder if
Sometimes they
that's
call it
what they
noise
took
I've heard
soup.
noise
It's just like
salad.
everybody's noise all at
Noise
once and like
soup.
nobody's being heard and it's just the most miserable sound.
All right.
We did that earlier.
Well, I
We
hate
were
that, but I'm
yelling about something.
So
I'm
that's
not
our
giving you
podcast.
anything against the score. But I really enjoyed this though. I'm giving it a 4 or 5.
Hell yeah.
I'm giving you a 5.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I loved it.
I'm
I've done.
right there too. 5.
Simone, you go next and let Kenny deflate the room after.
Yeah, there's really nothing wrong with it. Like you built the Megan Bain, Stephanie thing. The only thing I was kind of questioning is why. What's her name? Ash by Elegance would be in it if she already has the Feast Your Fired briefcase.
Yeah.
But
It's for the trio titles.
right, and you fixed it with that. It's not even for the women's title, so that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a 5.
Hell yeah. All right, Kenneth, what you got for me?
Yep, got to do it. All right. So,
I hate one, man.
yeah,
Remember when I had you win a match on live television?
you did. I
Former world
appreciate you.
champion.
I did. Yeah, I appreciate you for that too. I appreciate you. So that's why it hurts me to do this. I feel like Nino Brown when he had that gun on G Money.
Oh,
I
he's
feel
about to
like
give you
that.
a 0.
No, it's not a 0.
Oh, that's not. Oh, my God.
No,
It's a
I already
point-
gave up my
2.5.
0. I already gave up my 0. I'm at a 3.25.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it was,
He also
doesn't
don't
get
like
the
Danhausen, so it ain't gonna hit like that.
Danhausen humor.
I don't, and I try to so I'm not like I'm not like hurting your scores or like I really try, but I'm like I can't.
You don't like human money?
He doesn't like.
I don't think I've gotten more than like a
jokes.
3.5 on a Danhausen segment from Kenny before.
I think I gave you a 4 before.
Maybe
like
on like one of my like
older
best ones.
so
I forget, but
Yeah,
yeah, he definitely ain't giving me a 5 when everybody else gave him a 5 before.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I
All right.
can't get it.
Let's go into the match. So for the attires, Stephanie Vaquer comes out with all red with the black accents and horns. Megan Bain comes out wearing all white with blue holographic accents. Britt Baker has pink gear under her lab coat. Dr. Wagner Jr. accompanies her to ringside. Dr. Stevie still hasn't been heard from. Ash by Elegance is wearing all pink. BBW Women's Champion Io Sky is on commentary in casual clothes.
What kind of pink?
You already know it's candy. So
y'all went to a.
So don't
store
forget
that had a
for the spots of this match that this is tornado tag, so there's not community tags, or like legal people. So both Baker and Ash go for tests of strength on Bane and Vaquer, but get tossed to the ground in unison and roll to the outside of the ring. Bane then picks up Vaquer, clearly without her consent, and military presses her at her opponent's to the outside. While Bane is alone taunting in the ring, Britt Baker spears Vaquer into the steel steps. Both Baker and Ash talk trash at Io on commentary before going in the ring to gang up on Bane. Bane overpowers them at first with big boots, but eventually the 2-on-1 becomes too much, with Ash holding on to a sleeper hold as Britt hits a front drop kick off the top rope. Britt and Ash are confident that they can get Bane to pass out from the sleeper until Vaquer hits a springboard frog splash into the ring, going over Baker and onto Ash and Bane, breaking up the sleeper. Britt and Ash then gang up on Vaquer, hitting new tag offense such as Ash hitting a super kick into Britt's Snapdragon suplex. Bane gets up and hits a tilt-a-whirl side slam on Britt, then follows with a pump handle slam on Ash. Vaquer gets up and Bane and her have a stare down at each other's faces. Vaquer, not wanting to be upstage, hits a springboard crossbody to the outside on Dr. Wagner, who was in Britt's corner, then taunts toward Bane. Bane and Vaquer getting in each other's faces in front of the announce desk, arguing and pointing at Io, trying to fight over who the true contender should be. As this is happening, Ash by Elegance goes up to the top rope and hits a rarefied air, which is just like a swanton, onto both of them. Ash slides Vaquer into the ring to Britt, who puts the glove on and locks in the lockjaw with no help in sight. Bane tries to get in the ring, but Ash chop blocks her down on the apron. She hits a knee drop on her and the apron. Vaquer is able to reach the rope and break the submission. Baker tries to maintain control, but misses a stinger splash in the corner, opening Vaquer to hit a deadlift German suplex. Ash by Elegance and Megan Bain are trading punches on the apron. Hands reach up from below the ring, appearing to be Danhausen and Boogeyman's, but they grab the wrong person's foot, trapping Ash to the apron. Bain sees this and hits a pump kick, knocking Ash off. When she falls, Danhausen and Boogeyman crawl out to celebrate until seeing what they've done. Megan Bain chases them away, and they run away through the crowd. After this, Britt Baker is left in the ring with Bane and Vaquer. Bane hoists up Baker for a running mega bomb toward one corner of the ring. Vaquer is ready on the top rope and hits a picture-perfect corkscrew moonsault to pin Baker for the win. So Britt Baker and Stephanie Vaquer will now face Io Sky in a triple threat for the Women's Championship at Mutually Assured Destruction. Bane and Vaquer have a stare down in the middle of the ring. Io, being forgotten about once again, raises her title standing on the announce table. The lights go out, flicker red to briefly show the appearance of Abaddon choke bombing Io through the announce table. They go out again and turn back on, and Abaddon is standing in the ring between Bane and Vaquer. Bane walks out of the ring, leaving Vaquer alone with Abaddon, who immediately hits her with a cemetery drive, which is a gory bomb, on the distracted Vaquer, standing tall over the entire division.
Okay, so the match itself was pretty good. I'm okay with the team that won because it was Stephanie and Bane that won, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it continues their storyline. Io being the forgotten champion has been done before. It happened last year at WrestleMania, kinda. But I'm not gonna dock you or anything for that. The thing I didn't necessarily care for is throwing in Abaddon in here. Like
Yeah.
I know that in the last book of verse she was like dominant. That's the issue. That she's been too dominant across 2 book of verses. And throwing her in here, especially when we're gonna get a triple threat already, it would have made more sense for like it to happen after the actual that match, as opposed
I was
to
thinking about that, and I was torn between the 2 options.
Yeah, you should have waited and done it at the actual pay-per-view as opposed to doing it here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna kill your score or anything, but I'm gonna give you a 3.75.
Yeah, my thought process of bringing Abaddon in here is like, okay, she destroyed the division in like the actual PPW company. Now it's invading where there's like a better division and real threats. So I think it's more believable that she could be knocked off here than it was in the last book of verse. Oh, Kenny, you muted.
So I agree with what Damone said, but I did give you a lower score though. I had a 2.25 for this. I think the match was cool, and then like I said, the Abaddon thing ruined it for me as well. But like I said, it wasn't egregious to the point where I was going to give you a 1 or anything like that. But yeah, I was at a 2.25. It's a little less than mid.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I'll just repeat what they said.
Repeat it.
4 1/4.
That's not repeating what we said.
I agree with you. I just liked it more than you
don't
did.
talk it down. You can stop talking right there, Mike. Thank you.
Not everything else is fine.
All right, I agree with what Kenny said, all the way down to the number 2 1/4.
Yeah, I feel like the Abaddon thing kind of really threw it off for me, to be honest.
It wasn't that egregious to me.
Oh, I mean, it's not egregious, but like like Damone said, it's already a triple threat. Now we're throwing in another person.
I don't know if it helps at all. They kind of gave the context, but Joe, basically, she was like the supernatural, like unstoppable champion in Book It Verse 4, which that universe is crossing over into here. But yeah.
Okay.
Does that help?
No. So I'm just going 2.75.
All right. We got one more promo, one more match. So after the match, the camera shows Kofi Kingston backstage sitting in a corridor area by himself, saying, "Last night, I was able to wash my hands clean of Big E and the New Day. Now that chapter of my life is finished, and now I'm on to bigger and better. Last I checked, there's not many guys getting big singles wins on pay-per-view. And just as I orchestrated, I set myself up for a world title contention. No matter who wins the world title main event tonight, or who invades this company, that man should be put on notice that there's a demon right around the corner waiting for them to appear vulnerable. I will take any of you out by any means necessary. I do not care about your feelings, and I do not hold loyalty to anybody. Recheck your calendars, because mine says that it's the year of the turncoat, and anybody else is a casualty." He stares in the camera to close the promo, but it zooms out to Big E walking into the room. Kofi rolls his eyes and says, "No, we are done. No rematch, no nothing. Shoo, leave, get on somewhere." Big E says, "It's not what you think. I hate you, but that can go on hold. BBW is under attack, and as much as everyone hates you, we all know your talent, and we need your word that you won't stab BBW in the back the way you did me. The whole locker room has sent me to say that to you. Can we put this aside for a little bit? So that there is a BBW for us to feed our families." Kofi says, "I owe no one a damn thing, but I will protect my bottom line. You have my word that I will protect my interest." So Big E opens the door to leave, and in comes Shota Umino, Brian Kendrick, and Private Party, representing PPW, and they all surround Kofi. Kendrick says, "Despite what people think, we've watched your product and we know your tendencies. Just know, you step out of line, and we'll be ready to pick the bones in seconds." Big Big E remains in the room until Isaiah Cassidy says, "We ain't hurting nobody. You can get your big no-neck ass out the door." Big E hesitates, but looks at Kofi and walks away as the door closes, ending the segment.
So, John, I wish you stopped that Big E leaves the room. Everything after that, I did not care for. It's like I don't hate it, but I wish you'd just stop. Like, we didn't need the Umino and them coming in. That was unnecessary. It like really didn't make a lot of sense, at least in my brain.
It will make sense later. That's like an ominous piece that's going to make sense later.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a solid 2. I'm gonna give you a solid 2. I'm not gonna hate too hard. I'm gonna give you a solid 2.
Is there? No, you.
I thought this was fine. I don't have the issues that they have with it. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, I got to see this again and again and again. You know what I mean? But like, it was fine. There was no, I don't get it. I'm gonna give you a 3.5.
When you say that you'll see, like, do you mean like in the next match coming up?
That will be something that makes more sense in like the next pay-per-view as the build goes on.
Okay, so it's not something we're gonna find out.
I mean, it's not gonna be an immediate payoff on that. No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I was just middle here, so I'm just going 2.75 neutral on it.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks again about the weeklies, man.
Yep. You just push your story along and it does its job, but like, you know,
yeah,
the pay-per-views have world stakes on it.
We can't grade the full picture yet. We got to grade the piece of the puzzle we get.
Yep. That's okay. I expected that.
It was fine. I'm gonna go with 3.5.
All right. It is now time for the main event. So Mustafa Ali comes out repping his BBW colors. He has the pink tights on with the turquoise lights, mask, glove, and vest. Owen Hart comes out in a black and purple singlet with a black leather jacket, toothpick, and shades. The bell rings, and they collar an elbow like they're going to chain wrestle, but Owen immediately kicks Ali in the taped ribs, then starts clubbing on his back. Owen hits a gut-wrench suplex, tossing him across the ring. Ali orients himself in the corner. Owen goes for a corner clothesline. Ali slides through the ropes to the apron, hits the lean kick, and then hits a slingshot DDT back into the ring. Ali hits the rope super fast, ducking under clothesline attempts, picking up more speed each time until Owen turns him inside out with a jumping knee strike. Owen has Ali in a headlock takeover. Ali is able to slip out, bridge up out of it, and hit Owen with a super kick. Ali tries to put Owen in a sharpshooter, but Owen is able to twist his legs out and escape with an enziguri. Ali jumps up to a Hurricane Rana. Owen is thinking powerbomb reversal, but Ali grabs the rope, using the leverage to send them both to the outside. Ali goes for the rolling neck breaker onto the floor, but Owen hits a snap suplex. Owen whips Ali towards the steps, but Ali hops on top of them, jumps, and twists into a tornado DDT. Both roll into the ring. They slightly raise to their feet, doing the booyah punches. Ali starts getting the better of Owen, but Owen is able to poke Ali in the eye and hit a swinging neck breaker. Owen successfully locks Ali in a sharpshooter. Ali crawls to the bottom rope, forcing Owen to let go. Owen tries to clothesline Ali as he gets up. Ali dodges, so Owen hits the top rope. Ali then hits a reverse Rana, pin attempt, and a 2. Ali goes for a Frankensteiner off the top rope, but Owen catches him facing downward and hits a pile driver off the second rope. Owen goes for a pin attempt and gets a 2.9. Ali rolls over to the apron, barely gets up, and successfully powers through to hit a rolling neck breaker. Ali goes up top for assumedly either a 450 or 054, but Owen hops up to the top and hits a big superplex, leaving them both knocked out. They both ready themselves in the corner as the crowd roars for more action. They rush toward each other, and Ali is a step ahead, hitting a drop kick that Owen didn't see coming. Ali goes for a rolling cannonball in the corner, but Owen catches Ali's legs and slingshots him face first into the turnbuckle. Owen goes for a backdrop, but Ali smoothly lands on his feet and hits a reverse DDT all in one motion. Ali goes up and attempts the 054, but Owen gets the knees up, then gets Ali in a victory roll. 1, 2. Ali rolls it over. 1, 2, 3, and retains by the skin of his teeth. Owen looks incensed as Ali rolls out of the ring and onto the floor. Ali lives to fight another day, and Owen let his long-awaited opportunity slip through his fingers once again. After the match, as Ali sits in the bottom of the entrance ramp, Jack Perry slowly saunters down, holding his PPW World title high. Ali pulls himself up and struggles, but he holds his title up, not backing down to Perry as the show closes, with them holding their titles in each other's faces.
I have a question that does not affect your score.
Right.
Okay, Joe, 1 second.
What?
Oh, we had noise. Oh, sorry. We had noise salad there. Joe, you go first.
I was just going to ask, this isn't affecting your score, but you did a pay-per-view first. No, it's not. You did a weekly this week. Are you doing a weekly next show as well, or is it just going to be your pay-per-view next?
It's going to be the pay-per-view. It's going to the next 4 weeks of build and then the pay-per-view.
Okay. All right. I was just curious how that worked. You guys can continue now.
You can do whatever you want. Damone, what'd you say?
I said Travis is right. He let it slip.
Owen Hart, I think somebody was asking. I think it was Travis was like asking to use him, right? And it was like, what are their characters basically? I was like, Owen Hart is literally just Gollum, bro. Like that man cannot get his precious. Like he is tripping. Like that's kind of the character I have going for him. But this man is like Ed Nettie trying to get a jawbreaker. Like he just never succeeds, no matter what the scheme is.
That's basically my Josh Alexander. Like I booking him basically like how Drew McIntyre was booked for so long. And WWE, like he's right, but he's every time he gets to the fucking finish line, he slips on a goddamn banana peel and
so he's Zarya.
Yeah, kinda. You know what I mean? Like
gets the shot and then chokes.
That's like the Drew McIntyre comp is a really good one. That's how a lot of how I'm booking it too.
That makes sense. Okay. I like that.
With
Great
that, I still wanted Owen Hart to win, and I think Owen should have won. I get why you didn't, because you are building to Jack Perry, who's in the scapegoat gimmick. And he's a heel, right? I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah. So you didn't want to do heel versus heel with Owen. I still would rather have Owen, even if Owen won the title and then dropped it the following later, I would thought that would have been better. I would have preferred that. The match itself was really good. I just don't like it ending in a roll up necessarily.
Yeah, I feel like that was the only way not to completely bury Owen. There was to do it that way because Ali had the shit beat out of him the night before, and Owen's mostly 100%. So it was had to be an outsmart him kind of thing.
Yeah, but the fact that he's went in 100% to Ali's 50, and he still couldn't beat him, and he lost to a roll up isn't ideal. And
also that was gonna make him crash out worse.
Right.
Also,
I was gonna say because it's a fluke.
True. I'm gonna give this a 3.7. I'm gonna give this a 3.85.
Fuck it. I'm gonna give it this 5. I fucked with this.
I'm with Travis. I really liked it. I'm giving this a 5.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I enjoyed it as well. Not that much though.
Not enough for
All
5.
I agree. I'm also at a 5 as well.
Oh, I did not see that coming. I thought Kenny had a 2 ready for me.
No, I really did enjoy this. I thought I was gonna be the only one that liked it for real. But
all us enjoying going on.
Hell yeah.
Because I can't be the liver, the laugher, the lover of this, so I gotta enjoy it.
You can be the liker.
The liker,
Nope.
the okay with it.
You can't be any type of
No L words. But yeah,
But
I
yeah,
did
that wraps
really
up.
enjoy this. I personally had no problems with it. I liked everything you're doing. I like what you got going with Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Hopefully he wins one.
It's a good show, John.
Thank you. That wraps up the Malice after BBW Ball In. Next time, expect to see BBW pay-per-view Mutually Assured Destruction. Anyways, let's all see where we could find one another and get on out of here. So, Hi-Fi Mike, can we find you yet?
Nope.
Damn, fuck this guy. D-Money, what about you?
I'm still selling his information for 52 cents.
You don't want
But
it.
you can
That
find
price
me at
fluctuation is crazy.
you can find me at D Money Book It. So D Money spelled out Book It on everything, even the shit owned by that piece of human pus, Elon Musk.
Piece of
You say
pus.
pus?
Crazy.
Pus. Yes,
I like that
pus.
it rhymed.
Piece of pus. Bad guy, tell much of however many shows it is right now.
You catch me on all social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. Catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's, and you can also catch Hood Movie Review all your favorite and not so favorite Hood movies.
All right, Travi, what about you?
You can follow me on all social media at I am Travi T. That is at IAMTRAVVYT on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Belly, Nintendo,
Belly 2.
Electric Boogaloo, Belly 3, Return of the Jedi, and MySpace. Where else am I at?
White Planet, on Black Planet. We on White Planet.
OnlyFans?
White people meet. Farmers only.
Farmers
Did you say OnlyFans, Mike?
Yeah, did you say OnlyFans?
I didn't say OnlyFans. No, you can find me on OnlyFans.
Christian Mingle.
Find me on. I'm gonna make me an OnlyFans. It's gonna be 50 cents.
Hamster.
Just to see it. All it's gonna be is me going like this.
It's an ex-hamster. It's just him naked, like
Yeah,
in a hamster wheel. It's like a hamster wheel.
no, yeah. You gotta pay me to turn it off. As soon as you sign up, it just takes over everything on your computer. Every device you got.
It's not ex-hamster. It's hamster.
Broken malware.
That is a real site. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Gross
just
Nigerian print scammer.
Yeah, that's just malware.
And lastly,
I said
Joe,
what I
can we
said.
find you anywhere?
Nope.
Damn, fuck that guy too. Lastly, if you want to find some merchandise for our shows or for our cast, you can go to spell out the word 3media.com. You can buy t-shirts, baby clothes, mugs, whatever you can think of with some cool logos designed by Hi-Fi Mike. I pointed the wrong way. Designed by Hi-Fi Mike.
Still the wrong way.
And you can support your favorite cast member, support your favorite show, check us out, and all that we have to offer. spell out the word 3media.com. With that being said, that's been an episode of Book It. See ya.
Bye.